want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
Let's go, let's go! The hard, Andy! 54 miles. Right here, right here. Gun! Hey, watch that, the hard!
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Push him back! Push him back!
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Check it back, check it back. Gun!
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Cousins. It's complete. Abdullah. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Check 13! Lucky 48! He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Check 3, check 3, check 3. 300.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Anthony Harris on the tackle.
Gotta go, in and out. Go.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That backs him up 1 yard. And Brings up third down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Mike, move the team. Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Wow. Keep floating. Alert. Front left. That's great. That's good.
On third down, Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after one on EA Sports. On second down, Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Cousins to throw it.
Anytime you call.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be third down.
315. Watch the screen. 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 SOS. Touch 50. Touch 50.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
What we got?
Give to Cook out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins, he gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Hey, let go. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Hey, check.
Now Cousins on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4, Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 23 yards for the touchdown as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Move the team. Check. I got you. Go.
This time Wilson will throw. Looking deep downfield. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Following the interception, Cousins. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First and 10 at the 15.
Cousins now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Check out.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He completes it to Abdullah. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go. 40's Mike. Rip left. Hey, 0. Go.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Move the team.
Man, that's trash. Jim. Quick dash.
Play out. Bam. Check 50. Start.
On second down, Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Zebra. Mike 5-4.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Daniil Hunter. Thank goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, alert. Hey, easy.
Wilson throwing again. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Zebra. Crouch.
Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Returnable for Sherrills. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. On 1st down, Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Cook. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down, it's Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Results in a 4th down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
The Seahawks
We play to win. Let's go.
at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
25.
Throwing is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They run it again with Cook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Hey,
57. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Greystone, travel.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Madison running on first down. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
That's it, baby.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On second down now, it's Cook. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts at